Right. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Devin. Whose business are you digging in today, man?
Eggs and ass. They both went up this year. You didn't know that?
Listen, Mama, here's your boy, and he got something to say.
I've always believed firmly, on paper, I am a white man.
Brother Kenny, Mr. Pound Town himself. Sir,
I'm unbothered. I'm getting ready to go walk my fish again and fly my cat. That cat in this whole 4 years. That's all I'm gonna do.
Listen, y'all.
We apologize.
I really try to control my show as much as I can, but when y'all get started, oh my God.
It's TFG tonight. With Brent Haynes, Kenny the sports guy, Mr. Lee Black, and the lady of the hour, Miss Devin Divine. Mysterio.
Ooh wee, it's Friday. My goodness, and what a Friday it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost in the fourth quarter of the year, right?
Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, you're right.
Man,
Crazy.
you know, and it's hot out there. But I listen, y'all. I'm excited to see everybody coming in. Y'all say what's up. Now listen, y'all better love on us. We ain't get y'all 3 weeks back to back like this in a minute. So y'all better be showing some love today.
Right,
I'm telling you.
right.
Because honey, she over here working for hard for that 9 to 5 over here. So appreciate it. Well, listen, y'all. I ain't gonna play around, because if we say something you like, by all means, fill out the tip jar at the bottom, and we'll make sure we take care of business. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep up with politics. And Lady D, I'm gonna start with you because I don't want to get you out the way because I got something to add these other fellas. But Lake Ontario. This boy done picked up his ball and he said he going home because this man told him to kiss his and he done got mad, and now he done signed an executive order saying that I'm changing y'all lake name to Lake America. I said, now if this ain't a big old sissy boy, I mean whining, I mean, tell me what else is he? When he get mad and he want to just start whining and playing. Can we take this man seriously about this presidency?
No, and I don't know why people aren't angry. I swear to God. Like, usually I ignore people because I know people are just stupid by nature. They're just dumb. But for him to do the petty stuff that he does, he don't move presidential. He moves like he's still a reality star or he's still in a competition show. That's how he moves, where he's trying to he just wants to win, because that's how you do when you in a reality show, or like his last reality show, it was competitive, where the whole goal was to win. And that seems like what he's doing in the White House. And I don't know how that's okay. Like, I've enjoyed the fact that somebody else is finally okay to stand up to him, but it's still frustrating.
Yeah, oh my! Listen, Curl, you took the words right out my mouth. He a kindergartner.
Yeah.
I mean, every time.
That
Wait,
a kindergartner.
no. Wait, and the lake belonged to Canada.
Yeah.
It's like, and they're not even a part of America. But just because you could change it so your stupid people can. Okay, whatever. All right, well, Kenny, I got another one for you. I'm gonna go all the way into another direction. You know who Hakeem Jeffries is, right?
Yeah, sure do.
Apparently, him and Jared Kushner done had a little meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but rich people know stuff before regular folks know.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jared ain't gonna take the time to go talk to Hakeem unless Jared knows something that don't nobody else know. And that sounds like Hakeem's gonna be the next House Speaker of the House in about 63 days now. So, I mean, what you see about this? Is Hakeem over here fraternizing with Trump, or we finna see some class? Okay, what you think?
I don't think it was a good move by Hakeem Jeffries at all. First of all, Jared Kushner is not even part of the administration. He's just the son-in-law. So what the hell are you meeting with him for?
Well, he play some have his father-in-law.
Yeah, but he isn't officially a part of the administration. So what are you meeting with him for, number one? And number two, if you're going to take that meeting with any part of anybody in the administration, you better have a third or fourth party in there and we be recording it, because guess what? They are big liars. they will make it seem like that you was on some ish and you weren't, and you did this meeting one-on-one with Jared Kushner, again, who isn't a part of the Trump administration. Come on, Hakeem. Your first name, Hakeem. Your name is Hakeem, brother. You eat bean pies. Come on, brother. You wear bow ties. What you doing meeting with Jared Kushner? Come on, man.
Man, listen, I think they see the writing on the wall. But Hakeem said that ain't nobody getting no pass when he get out there. That's what he say. But you better show hope, boy, that you ain't lying. So okay, all right, Lee Black, I got one for you. Microsoft, what's that boy named? Bill Gates has now told the government, y'all better beef up y'all security as AI finna take over your internet. They are literally telling them if y'all only got a certain amount of window left before AI can come in there and hack your stuff, and then the whole country they may even shoot some nukes off just to be funny. They already the government this was so crazy. The government already done got hacked by China. They broke into the government network about a few days ago, and so I really don't understand why these dummies are playing around with this internet like they ain't gonna find themselves like that. So. What you think about that, Black?
Well, he's not revealing anything that we don't already know. To be honest with you, once again, all of this is a distraction. All of these things are a distraction from what's really happening. You know, we still not mentioning the Epstein files. You know, we've gotten away. Look at where we're at. We're talking about Microsoft. We're talking about Jared Kushner, we're talking about Lake Ontario. Meanwhile, on August 28th, they've asked for 1.7 billion, another 400-something million, and it's being worked out behind closed doors. And so to answer your question specifically on this, it's not coming, folks, it's here.
Yeah.
It's already here. We're past that point. It's not an accident that when he went to China, that he took 13 tech billionaires with him. Mm-hmm. Literally one day, China was the enemy, and the next day they weren't. And it's not an accident that all of a sudden now the tariffs that were levied primarily at China now are gearing somewhere else. Now, Bill Gates is not revealing anything that we don't already know. I got a simple look, I might be a dumbass. There's simple math here. We've witnessed in the last couple of months the world's first trillionaire. So let's take Bill Gates in there too. There's 308 million people in America. Either one of them could give every single American $1 million, and there we go. And I only say, and all the chatter about how complex it is, more complex than that, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, none of them don't give a fuck about you and I.
Well, you got a point there, sir. And I'll just say for the record, no, you're not a day, but you act like one sometimes, but you ain't one. What up, Justin? I had to side eye because I don't know. Justin? I had to watch sometime. Yeah, man, good to see you. But thank you, man. We side eye some folks, man. Cause we just reading like, all right, is this real? All right, making sure I ain't having no problems. He said someone get that sophisticated brother a bow tie. He looking like, oh my, well, all right.
Looking like Lou. Okay, I see you, right. Justin.
We just to stay here for a little while. We'll see if he'll change your mind here in a little bit.
Yeah. I guarantee you ain't gonna be talking about no bow tie.
And he sure the heck ain't eating no bean pies either, buddy. So it's hold on.
Maybe hog tie, but not a bow tie.
It's all right. Just wait. He always take a left real quick. So listen, Pebbles and Bad Bam, I need y'all. Y'all, this is our resident entertainment news, folks. And I got some follow-ups I need to figure out with y'all. Malcolm Jamal Warner. The judge says she ain't getting no money. The wife, she ain't getting a dime, and most of the money going to the baby. Y'all saw it coming. So, I mean, what we speaking on about this? I mean, is this fair, not fair? You think she's going to appeal it? What y'all thinking?
I think it's fair. I mean, that's his fault. The fact that he even left money to his baby, who's only been here 2 seconds, but didn't include her, just should tell her what he truly thought of her. Because let's think about it. He's been married to her for much longer than that they've had a child. And I truly believe, and she has no reason to have to tell us her business. I truly believe he left her something. She just wants more than what he left. He probably left her the home, the vehicles, stuff like that for her to upkeep, because she's capable of working. She has like a degree or something. But I think she feels entitled to his trust as well as what he probably already left her. And he probably feels like my mom deserves this trust.
Okay. Well, Miss Tori, if that's him, then just go and block him, because I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because I ain't ready to play. Then just block him, man. So we just move on. All right, because we don't bother y'all. Because if you're gonna come on, and if not, we're going back to business. So all right, well, sir, I mean, Devin says it's fair. You agree?
I agree with Lady D. The one thing that was apparent to me during his lifetime, he was not a dumb man. Malcolm Jamal Warner was, intentional, very bright, smart, and about his business. To believe it or not, it's not an accident. Now he might have made a classic mistake too many famous people make, and regular people too, which is that we don't have a will. Yeah, we don't take the time to create a living will or what we want to do, and he might have done that. But I don't believe for one moment, as Lady D said, that with them two being together, this wasn't a brand new marriage. He left. He intentionally left what he wanted left, making sure he's taking care of his kid. And I agree with you, Lady D. I think that she just feels entitled, that she should, the expectations she thought of where the life was going to lead to, and it is what it is at this point. And I have no issue with it.
Wow.
Like Tori said, he didn't have a will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really weird, because a man has this kind of money.
Famous people. Yeah. I've been promising myself I'm going to make a will for 5 years and still haven't done it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I hear you. She said judge decided to the child was getting the money. So, yep. All right. Well, one more. We don't really do a lot of race baiting here, but I do got to talk about this one because I found this interesting. The dude, y'all remember the story about the police officer shooting the girl who was speaking in tongues and calling the man a devil, and she had hot water in the kitchen, and
that happened in Illinois, didn't it?
I can't remember where it was, but
it was Illinois a couple of years ago.
The boy's name was Sean Grayson. He was 32, and he was a police officer. He went to prison. He ain't there no more.
Okay.
Yeah, he at the corners.
Yeah.
I heard he died, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that's the dude that shot. So I'm thinking, so did the system get him, or did he die of natural causes?
They said it was cancer. From what I was reading, he died from
he had they were saying he had like a colostomy bag and stuff, and that's why they were trying to keep him out of prison, because he's had some health issues.
Yeah.
No, maybe Junior maybe his birthday sign is cancer, but I don't think he had cancer. I think some dude had that's a cancer got a hold of him.
Well, either way it go, I'm gonna continue to fly my cat.
Yes,
and walk my kite.
That's it.
Point, so.
Yeah, I'm with you, Currency. Yeah, I just again I'm just telling y'all, man, y'all better start doing right by people, man, because
I just wish it was Mitch McConnell.
Yeah. He got one foot on the banana peel and the other one in the grave. It ain't gonna be too long.
That man dead. That man ain't alive. That's a corpse. That man dead. That man been dead.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's Bernie. Every weekend it burns. Miss Tori, I don't know. It's gonna be a while. A lot of things have a whole lot of unsolved mysteries, but we'll wait for everything to come out before we speak on that. I can't talk about that right now.
But to Miss Toria's point, Superfan Toria, that's why I don't watch the news.
Okay.
I get my news, honestly, I trust TikTok more than I trust the so-called TV people, because if Trump farts, it makes the news. We know everything about the swamp and what color it is, and when you want to, we started the show talking about the foolishness of a lake, but we in Jim Crow 2.0 where they are lynching us, and CNN, forget Fox News. I'm talking about so-called credible sources. Why isn't Gayle King on the Today Show? Oprah Winfrey, you can green light her own. You want to talk about Neverland, but where is the content about the fact that they're lynching us?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you, brother. I mean,
Right.
there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. They're not rhetorical, but that don't mean we're gonna get no answer to them either. So, you know, I don't know.
Coming forward talking about some shit about Whitney Houston fell off a stage. Bitch, get on TV and talk about some shit that matter.
Yeah. Oh, there you have it, Justin. See? Didn't even take us 2.5 minutes, did it?
Yeah, I think Justin
Good.
got booted anyway.
Oh, yeah,
it's
no,
like-
he gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave him the booty coup. All right. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. All right. Well, listen, y'all. AI, we got a problem. Apparently, there is a article that says that over 1 billion people monthly use Chat GPT. Are y'all part of that community?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I use it.
Okay, well, here's the article then. I guess the article is actually lumping us all in there. They said, yet most people still don't know how to use it properly. And they said, here are 10 prompts that make you know that y'all think y'all use it properly?
I do. I mean, I really only use it for one thing, is to create thumbnails. That's really what I use it for. That's it.
I use it too well. He know my family names.
Me too.
He know my sense of humor, my personality.
Oh, see, I don't use it like that. Lord, yeah, y'all
Lady
use
D,
it.
we on the same page.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all
What-
use it. I don't use it. Like that.
Why would he know all that about y'all? You cheating on?
Because if I ask him to help me,
Yeah.
like, help me plan a surprise or whatever for my husband, and he was like, "Oh, what's Jason want to do this week?" You know, like that's the kind of stuff he said.
Wow.
And then I'd be like, "Damn, I told you this date. I meant this date." He was like, "Don't worry about it, girl. I got you." Like that's
Well, it's like a bestie. It's kind of like a bestie, right?
seriously.
No,
wow.
she's telling the truth. I use it every single day to check. So when I ask a question, it picks up on what I've asked in the past, and so it's Freddie. Do you want me to do this? And I say, and I'm to the point where Lady Doc can say, "Yeah, do it."
Wow. Well, yeah, I use it. Definitely, it made me a better chef because, again, you know, where you eyeball things and you don't know how long the leaves. You know,
Right.
I can make a mean steak now. That joke is
Yeah.
like butter in your mouth now. Thank you, chat. But apparently, here are 10 top tips that you need to know that'll make you a pro at using AI. It says, number one, use AI for your grocery receipt analyzer. It says, here's a grocery receipt. Show me where I overspent. Okay. Says flight finders. Oh, I know you on that, so you probably excellent at that. Says have a personal trainer. Says build me a 3 to 4 to 5 day workout routine. I have access to equipment and want workouts. You're supposed to use chat for that. Says meal planning generator. Man, baby, I think we may need to start doing that because I am asked 5 times a day, what's for dinner? What we doing? I'm gonna go tell them to go ask chat. I don't know, and tell chat. And tell chat to send me that money too for it.
Yeah.
It says bill negotiator. Now I don't know if I'm gonna negotiate no bills with chat. I don't know, how would you negotiate?
Yes, sir. Because I'm gonna tell you a story in a minute.
Okay, good. And it says resume optimizer. Yeah, I hope I never have to use that one. Yeah, it says study guide builder. Yeah, see that's my children in school doing that.
Me.
Health habit tracker.
Me.
That's a
Do
good
you?
one to use
Me?
it for.
I use this every day.
Really?
He told me my regimen, my daily vitamin regimen and peptide regimen and I follow it.
And it's
Things
made you
that
better?
it would take you. Yeah,
You
that's
tell
how I
him-
transitioned over to steaming my food. I picked my dentist last week based on ChatGPT because it
Oh,
can give you a
wow.
comparison
Sure.
of different things. It just does the work for you. The reason why they say people are using it wrong is because you can become dependent on it, but it's a tool. It is a tool
Simply.
to be able to use. So when they talk about travel,
Mhm.
shame on you if you're not saying what is the most up-to-date current, the cheapest way to go to Jamaica. You know, if I'm trying to travel, it pulls from all these sources. It does the work for you.
Wow. Okay. And that was the story you was going to tell us?
No, again, like I said, I picked my dentist.
Okay.
And
I just want to make sure you told you so. That's the
I'm
story
sorry,
you
yeah.
put. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Elaborate that.
Use it every single week to
Okay.
doctor's
Kenny,
appointments, and I'll have it. Well, what's the benefit of having choosing this dental office, and it'll lay down all the specifics. I went to the dentist, and they wanted to charge me $1,400 to extract 3 wisdom teeth. ChatGPT had me pick a better dentist with cheaper price because they'll lay out what it should cost.
Wow. Well, Kenny, I think me and you got to step our game up.
I know.
And for travel,
Well, we've been sleeping, brother.
Exactly. I don't use it for travel, believe it or not, because we have a bad habit of going to the same place over and over again. So American Airlines kind of knows, and
Gotcha,
because their status. But I think next year I'm going. My husband wants to take me to Paris or Italy, somewhere. I don't know. Anyhow,
Paris, Texas.
And we don't go there. So ChatGPT did plan the nicest hotels based on what he knows our style and preferences to be. And we booked everything, the travel to and from the hotel, the travel around the city, the tourist spots, everything. He did it all.
Okay. Well, listen,
that's interesting. You say it's a he. You think ChatGPT is a he or
hers is?
My husband is definitely a he because he talk like a dude.
Well, you can set your settings to whatever voice, whatever gender you want.
Oh, really? See, I didn't know any of this.
Wow. You literally tell him I'll F and be cussing, and he'd be like, "That's some bullshit."
Right. You can set your settings, to know.
I could be a woman, but I feel like he's a man.
Wow. Now listen,
mine is a freaky chick.
This is
a test.
I should have known we was gonna go there.
Listen, I was glad. I thought you even say a sissy. I was I mean, you just have so many just weird fetishes, and you just have so eclectic in how you. I just know what's gonna come at your mouth. All right, well, good. Okay, well, all right, well, y'all. If y'all ain't doing what Lee and Devin doing, y'all a little late to the party. Okay. All right. Well, listen, y'all. Earth 2. Apparently, we living in some parallel universes, especially when y'all got this new president. But I think the whites they've taken it to another level. And I say the whites, just the MAGAs, delusionals. Okay. It's not even just them. Something's wrong with this world. And I was able to locate a snippet of what's wrong with us. And I just need us to watch this, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Y'all watch this, and I need y'all to tell me what's wrong with the world right now.
Oh, yeah,
Damn, Spider-Man went to work, didn't he?
So apparently somebody's recording some Spider-Man is taking on the Jan 6 riders.
Okay.
I said, are we that far in the fantasy world where we want some man dressed up in a Halloween costume down here fighting dummies that got convicted and pardoned? Sister, this ain't real. And this, but this what they want. They want some superhero to come help save them from MAGA.
You know what's sad is it's probably some young slow person that's being hyped up by the crowd and the messages and the social media. And what's gonna happen is Spider-Man go F around and find out. So somebody needs to give Spider-Man a reality check because you ain't the real Spider-Man.
Hey, buddy.
You ain't jumping on top of buildings when that leg come at you. So I'm gonna need to quit hyping up Spider-Man before they get it messed up.
And Kenny, this ain't no Tom Holland either. And that boy got way more money for playing Spider-Man than that fool did. So, I mean, what? Listen, I'm telling you, wrestling is the reason these folks think this stuff, they okay with this stuff. Because they're sitting there and watching fools slam and fight each other and knowing they just lying. But I mean, Kenny, what you think about Spider Monkey?
And you know what? Listen, man, he trying to fight crime the best way he know how. So why are we tripping on Spider-Man? He's doing a lot more than a lot of our own people doing in our community.
Well,
I
well,
mean,
I
just
agree
to
to
go
that.
and keep it real, but you know, be careful, man, because you know these officers of the law out here, they will. You might be Spider-Man, but they will put one in you.
Yeah,
you keep
That's
going out there thinking you're a superhero, so you
Yeah.
got to be careful when you do that kind of stuff.
yes, sir. You'll be Spider-Man today and be the Undertaker tomorrow.
Right, exactly. Right.
I mean, Lee Black, is this harmless? Banter.
Not to me, but it's par and course for this administration. When you look at history and how it's played out, let's put under the microscope the January 6th riots. The people who supposedly were held accountable, they've been exonerated.
Right.
They've been the punishment. This administration has ushered in an era that if we're lucky enough to live long enough, you can't write about you couldn't get writers to make up what we're seeing. Again, we started the show with the absurdity of talking about making Canada a state or changing the name of a lake or a country. And so the same rioters that committed treason, we don't use these words. It was treasonous. It was absolutely treasonous, but it's been removed from our vocabulary. And so those people have been pardoned. And there was a $187 billion slush fund that, if he had gotten his way, would have been allocated to reward them for it.
Exactly.
So why would you think this wouldn't usher in people to do it all over again? And the fact that he only got a slap on the wrist, they fear him like no other. So we are living in bizarro world right now, where up is down, superheroes is who's fighting crime, and we have an delusional president in office that, by all accounts, they only tell him what they want him to hear. And we even alluded to Mitch McConnell. We have sitting senators that we believe are dead that still are allowed to vote. We have a dead senator whose wife was just given the position of his role to make decisions for the rest of us. That's where we're at.
Miss Tori, I sure hate that. I ain't gonna say that I don't believe, but I sure hate that if that's true, that's ridiculous.
I think some did receive
crazy.
You can't make this shit up.
Crazy. Plus, they want Lake Michigan to be Epstein. Well, that's on Michigan. I don't live nowhere near that, so that's their business. So, all right, y'all. Well, listen, I'm gonna stay on Earth 1, and I'll save Earth 2 for the Trekkies.
I know that's right.
I'm not going over there, and I just better not see Spider-Man coming to my door, because I'm telling you, I'm putting a slug in you, boy. So just be careful. Don't be fighting no crime around here. just telling you, just for real. All right, brother Kenny. I mean, speaking of Earth 2, I mean, my goodness. Oh, what's his name? Penis Cancer? I mean,
well, we doing a pivot on that. I decided not to do that.
Cancer.
Ennis Cancer and a former Royce White, former NBA players, petitioned to try to become part of the WNBA. They were just on some BS, but I decided I didn't want to give them guys no. Listen, I don't want to give them no attention because it's just dumb. Their whole logic on that anyway. So I pivoted to a whole different subject because I think everybody was in shock when the announcement was made on Monday. Deshaun Watson will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Nah, I wouldn't.
New head coach Todd Monken decided to go ahead and do that. Some people were, including me. I didn't think Deshaun Watson. I still don't think he should be named the starter. But I'm just going
$233 million.
I get it. I get that, the financial, okay. But at the end of the day, it's about who can produce on the field. He hadn't produced in 2 years. He's had one of the lowest QBR ratings in 2 years. He hadn't played because he's been injured. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I want to ask you, because Cleveland fans are in an uproar. It's even got to the point where some of the fans are saying they ain't their season tickets, they throwing them away. They ain't even gonna go because Deshaun Watson is the starter. Deshaun Watson went off on the fans on this past Saturday because they booed him, and he felt some type of way, this and that. Yeah, then he did a reverse on that come Tuesday after he was named the starter. So, Lady D, what is this? You think these Browns getting it right with Deshaun Watson over Shedeur Sanders?
I don't know, but I need you to tell me why are they so angry about. I don't know nothing about this dude. Why are they so angry about him being the quarterback?
Who, Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Because he sucked the last. He's been in Brown with the Browns since what, 2022. He's only played in 19 games. He's been hurt. He's missed pretty much two full seasons. He's only 9-10 as a starter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Cleveland Brown fans, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and I deal with sorry ass players all the time, and I still love them like family. So y'all will be all right. Just support your team as a whole. Don't be like that.
Yeah, to the goal. I got you, Cleveland. I got you.
You know
Cleveland.
what? You know what? Lady D, she kept it quick. She kept it simple, and she kept it concise. And you cannot beat that.
Keep it classy, Cleveland.
Yeah, my good brother Lee. You know, we kind of talked about this a little bit. We had talked about since it's been made official.
Right.
Is Todd Monken is he missing something here?
I don't know if he's missing something, my brother. And part of me believe he's doing what he's told. And my brother above us, you know, we talked about this. You know, how can you sit someone? You know, this is almost like a slave kind of thing to me. The more I think about it,
True.
I'm gonna pay this. I'm gonna pay this YN this amount of thousand. Let him sit on his ass and do nothing. No, put his ass up out there. Blah blah blah. And then they're widely talking about drafting a quarterback
in 2027. Yeah.
In a weird way, I hope and believe they're doing Shedeur a favor. That their disdain for whatever is coming from, and the noise, I believe, will be so loud. Now, I believe the fans going to tune in, Lady D. What people say they're going to do and what they do is two different things. If you got season tickets, you know, remember everybody was going to boycott the game because of
Kaepernick,
and then, you know, this, that, and the other. Football is football. Let's just keep it real. They'll be there. They'll watch. And like you said, how can you know, Dallas, this, that, other stuff. But in a weird way, I hope they're doing Shedeur a favor because I love how he's handling himself. Sometimes you have to just sit and chill in your Bactra. He's got a great dad that seems to have raised him right. Let him do all the things, because guess what? You ever have a car and you let a shade tree mechanic fuck it up? And then you have to take it to a good mechanic. He almost has a free pass because he gets to say, I didn't work on this shit. I'm coming in as the savior.
Right.
So the reality is, with what happens with Watson,
with Deshaun,
and they have to bring in Shedeur. Shedeur's playing with house money. You didn't want me. You didn't pick me. Even if I save your ass, I'm the hero. And if I come in and show my natural black ass, this is what you got.
That's a valid point and a great analogy, because you're right. I had never really thought about that. So, Brother Brenton, we're going to go to the money because you brought up a very valid point. Here's the deal. He's only on their well, no, I ain't gonna say he's not only on their payroll for this year, because he's gonna hurt it for another year or two. But they only owe him $40 million this season. That is, the Browns owe Watson. If they would have cut him prior to the season, he would have been $127 million versus their cap. That would have been a big ass cap hit. Now, after they release him next year, it'll only be $86 million, and they can divvy that up in 2 years. So, on the money part, speak on that. You already talked about it, but I want you to elaborate a little bit more.
I don't know for sure. Well, number one, I would have told one of them boys before I cut him during the camp. I said, "Listen, go in there and take that boy's legs out. We cutting you, but we'll give you a little something. Now. Just get rid of him, okay?
That's a bounty. That's a bounty. You get suspended for that.
Well, you're getting cut. You're getting cut anyway, boy. You're gonna make you some change for your lease, son. You know what I'm saying? Because again, man, listen. That's you just. I don't take the Browns seriously no way as a team, because again, the boys' best days playing quarterback was in Houston. That's it. So now again, for y'all to pay that kind of money, I mean. you would have thought Josh Allen was available or something. You giving somebody that kind of money with, so I get it. I don't take them seriously. No way. Last year, what y'all had drafted 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah,
then,
no, 2. Yeah. They drafted 2. But they drafted,
because it was Gabriel, and then that boy,
Gabriel
and that boy ain't hearing nothing. But I mean, he was caviar last year. All of a sudden, now he not even, So I don't take them seriously. But again, the defense they playing first anyway. I wouldn't want to put Shador out there no way because they finna eat Deshaun up.
Yeah,
So,
Jacksonville. Yeah, they go.
That's
to
what I'm saying. So again, I just for the life of me, I think Deshaun, you just need to play fear factor because you're fighting for your life. Because I mean, them linemen ain't finna block for you either. So just it's almost, remember Ice-T played that movie where he was running away from them folks trying to kill him. Just 200 million, bro. Just try to keep your life as healthy as you can. Because that's about what you're doing right now, brother. In my opinion. So
Well, the Browns, they haven't got it right at that position for a while. I think they've had 42 different starting quarterbacks since 1999, 42, the most in the NFL. My personal thoughts, I think you should get a young fella. This should be Shadur's team. You let him, you win with him or you lose with him at this point. But Todd Monken, feel like Deshaun Watson gives the Browns a better chance to win. But I think he's making a big mistake, in my opinion. But I get it. I think Deshaun Watson's best days are behind him. And this is no shade. I ain't trying to shade another black quarterback. Let me say that. I ain't trying to shade Deshaun Watson. I want to see all these black quarterbacks do well. But I do know at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses, no matter what color you are. When you talk about athletics. And so I just think Todd Monken is letting some of them people in the background pull his strings in his back. And I think this is going to backfire terribly for him. So again, we got football season. Just next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday, NFL kicks off on a Wednesday night.
Wow.
Seattle Seahawks. Not this Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Okay.
It kicks off on a Wednesday, not a Thursday. Seattle Seahawks will host the first game. I forgot who they playing. I think it's the Rams. I could be wrong. But anyway, we got that. And then again, like I told you, TFG tonight, pick 3. We'll be back.
Man,
in a couple of weeks. See who can win a little bit of lunch money.
Yes.
So we leave it at that. And speaking of which, NFL preseason, we got the Cowboys playing the Saints right now. Doesn't matter. This is the last preseason game. It's 9-3, New Orleans Saints in the first quarter. So there you have it.
All right. Well, listen, I hope we see a lot of Browns in them pick 3 so we at least everybody can get a
they probably ain't gonna be in there a whole lot. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you that.
So wait a minute, did y'all see the shoot? Shador shoot, man.
No, that's Coach Prime shoe. No, I think that's Coach Prime new shoe. I thought.
Is it? Well, that would be great if that Shador.
But that shoe it's fire.
I just saw it from you guys. Right when I came on, it looked real good.
I'm looking for them. I want me a pair of them.
You let me know if you find them, brother.
Okay. Yeah, I do have some nefarious friends out there now. I will find them.
Yeah, okay.
Or Devin, go ask your hood rat chat GPT what it
They'll tell you what them boosting bitches at for sure.
All right. Well, did you name it? Did you name your chat?
I have not named it. No.
You should name him Randy. Randy. Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT introduced me to Harry Hines.
Oh boy.
No, you're gonna be
you know what?
That's it.
We need a commercial break, brother Britt.
This is a test. This is only a test.
I got a virus and you will too, son. You better go on and reinstall your software security.
You better find that woman. What's that fake woman, that AI woman, purchase that or whatever it is.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm so serious. I asked it and it turned me on to Harry Hines.
I bet it did.
Available. You better get a tetanus shot.
I didn't do nothing, y'all. I'm an observer.
No, you said I get an incomplete sentence. I ain't done nothing, y'all. Yeah, that's it. My goodness.
Hey, don't be like Jed York, San Francisco 49ers owner.
Wow. I heard that anyway. Now listen,
Don't be like you.
I just better not see you on the local news talking about black man on Harry Hines got lost and all of a sudden talking about
He didn't went down there with $40.
This is a test. This is only a test.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir. Get him, Kenny. That's funny. All right. Hey, well, y'all, we will definitely do a follow-up on that one. Lee Black and Harry Hines. My goodness. All right. Well, listen, y'all. Real or fake? We did all right last week with this one. I think I'm gonna run it back again because I liked it. All right. If y'all this is y'all first time seeing this segment, real or fake is I'm gonna read a story. I'm not trying to figure out if it's right or wrong. I just want to know if the family think it's real or not. And they tell me if they think it's real, they tell me why. If they think it's fake, they tell me why. We just keep it pushing. All right. So I'm bringing you guys an article, and it says trapeze artist with diarrhea accidentally lets it loose, and it hit 23 people at a local circus. They calling this an assault because 23 people got splashed on. Devin,
I mean, was he butt ass naked? I mean, how is he gonna hit everybody? Like, he had to have some at least some clown pants on. Like, if you got diarrhea, it's gonna fill up your socks and shoes before it go down to all the people. So that's why I think it's fake. Like, unless he was butt ass naked.
Well, listen, this is a Belgian circus in Valencia, Spain. So maybe they don't have the same requirements they do in America. I don't know. But you know, we got Shamu splashing them with water, but they got Kenny. Is this real or fake, Kenny?
Yeah, I don't know. I know I didn't know. I'm crying, man. I don't know.
I'm just telling you, man.
I think this possibly could be real because the way you said it happened.
Yeah,
it could be real. I don't know. I'm hurting right now, though.
Wow, Lee Black, I'm gonna give you a little extra there because they said the crowd reportedly realized what was happening only after the unexpected mist began raining down from above, turning the trapeze act into an unforgettable spectacle.
I can't take this serious.
Spectacle of
I
feces.
can't take this serious.
Okay.
Then Lady D gonna give us a visual. Talking about he filled up his socks and shoes.
My God, I think he would lose his aerodynamics, right? With all the shift. I'm saying shift. The shift. The shifting in weight, right? I don't know. Okay. Okay, Devin, real or fake?
Fake.
Okay. Kenny said he don't know, so
I can't take it serious. No,
okay. Sherry, the fifth member, she said fake because he would have gotten
And that, Sherry, and that.
But not if he was still up in the air. How you gonna F him up? He in the air.
And he said it was a mist. Like his straws would fill up with the mist.
Well, it sounded like this dude was constant. He must have had diarrhea if it was a mist, because he wasn't.
The diarrhea gonna hit you first.
Yeah,
you know what?
Trapeze, he upside down. It's all running out.
My goodness.
All I can say is I wish was there any umbrellas in the house? Obviously not.
It was not. I mean, I'm sure the elephants, and I know the elephants and stuff, they throw their stuff around everywhere, but my goodness.
Right.
I expect that from the humans, but okay. Well, again, y'all, I don't know how to fit these stories in any other way, but to come at y'all like this, because I got more stories like this than I do regular stories. So we just this was gonna be around.
You be on this internet too much. Yeah. You be on this internet too much.
Nah, man, I know my algorithm is way off, bro. Because I just be, oh man, this kind of stuff I click on is ridiculous. All right, well, listen, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what's out there. So yeah, y'all just hear it out. Okay, listen, God help us all. I haven't done this in a minute, and I felt like I needed to because I wanted to get you guys' thoughts about this flood that happened in Naples. Are y'all familiar with that?
I've vaguely heard on it. I heard it's pretty devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now again, I got to speak to the more intelligent people. Now, Lee, Devin, did y'all see what they were explaining giving the explanation of how it happened with some of the mountain collapsing?
It was a tsunami, but it's similar to California where they have all the mountains and the cliffs. So it mixed up with all the dirt, mud, and rocks. And so then by the time it got to the people or over the ledge or whatever, it was like, it looked like something out of the apocalypse. It was crazy. It wasn't even just water. It was just tons of things mixed into the water, the cliff.
Yeah. And again, Lee, you've read your Bible. Is the Lord trying to get the people's attention?
Oh, absolutely.
There's a lot of Americans missing, Miss Tori.
No doubt about it. Matthew chapter 6, when his disciples asked Jesus Christ to tell us when will be the sign of the last days, and it goes on to list a series of things that that we would see in the last days, and we're oblivious to them. These things have become normalized, and as I said, that doesn't really make the news. I've seen this on TikTok, and seen videos. And it's a shame that these people have built a whole village, in the shadow of this mountain, with as precarious as it is. And they were filming it as it was coming. I don't know if you've seen the video. And I'm thinking at the same time, why the fuck aren't you running?
Who's gonna get away?
but I mean that you fit. But because we live in a time now where it's more important to get documented in real time so that people can see it. But from a scriptural standpoint, absolutely. This is one of the many signs that makes up the last days. But the Bible tells us that they took no note. Yeah. And the end came. Every time God has destroyed a system, a world order, it's similar. There's similarities, that has happened. Pre-flood, Sodom and Gomorrah, and here we are leading to Armageddon. And so all the things that's happening, we've normalized it to the point where there's been an earthquake, folks, every single week. There's been an earthquake every single week, but it doesn't make the news because it's normalized now. Yeah. And so when we see of a tsunami, we've had multiple earthquakes, and we've got floods and the inconsistent weather in places that we see. We tell ourselves, it's always been this hot. Oh, there's always been a flood, folks. God coming for that ass.
Kenny, there are people out here that say Noah's account, the Bible's account of Noah's time, what I'm saying, that's fool's play. It sounds like some truth can come behind this flood now. Is God trying to get folks' attention?
I think he's been trying to get our attention. I just think these, natural disasters is part of his plan. Regardless of how you look at the Bible and how you feel about it. I just think that there is some the history is gonna repeat itself, so to speak, but it's going to be different the way this time God is going to destroy this planet. So, at the end of the day, it's still a sad thing to see people, human beings, a lot of them don't look like me, but to see the loss of life in such a tragic way, man, it does hit you. It does make you think, man, like, this could be us. Or it may be us in a different way,
Yeah, for sure. What you got, Blake?
I just want to add one last comment to my brother was talking about, and I'm gonna show you how normalized this is coming, where we're at. And Brother Kenny said he's been trying to get our attention. When's the last time you guys can think of a time when the world was scared? COVID.
2020.
COVID, yeah.
But
9/11.
9/11, yeah.
But the last time was COVID that collectively the world was afraid. For the first, that was one of the last times that we can remember where we all as a collective race of humanity stopped and said, wait a minute, something is not normal here, and it changed our way of life. And I don't know if you guys can remember back when that happened, for briefest of moments where the world stopped and it shut down and closed up so early. Do you know in those few weeks,
the world got better.
It started to heal itself. The lakes were getting cleaner because people weren't traveling, the smog over the cities. But because we now are It's being revealed that COVID for many people was a hoax and Fauci's on trial and this, that, and the other. What it effectively did is that how can you scare people again when it happens? Because what that does is it's the Pinocchio effect. That it will take something so ridiculous now for us to stop again. Lady D, you're right. We've endured planes crashing into the most popular, famous city on the world. We survived it. COVID came in, and for many people, it was fake. We shouldn't have done it, this, that, and the other. So what will it take next time? I say this in jest, but I mean this in all seriousness. When we are ignoring tornadoes, floods, the weather, and the shit that's happening in the atmosphere, it may literally take a big fucking eye to literally appear in the sky before we're afraid again, because we're no longer afraid of serial killers, inclement weather, storms, Martians. It's all become normalized to the point that how can you scare anybody anymore? You ain't scared to fuck. They got pills out there now, or if you got HIV, you go on PrEP. If you don't want chlamydia, they got Proxy. Fear has left us to the point where we're not afraid of anything anymore.
Yeah, sister, I want to give it to you like this. We can't eat beef, rice, lettuce, jalapenos, right? I mean, Trump is got some fool in charge of the health care. Measles is coming. I mean, we ain't got time to worry about no flood, right?
We don't, but people are still eating all the food anyway. But to me, the food probably been bad. Just nobody gave enough of a damn before to tell us. So I mean, I don't think we can worry about a flood because everybody worried about trying to put food on their table and not get evicted.
Right. Oh, yeah, very good point.
So and again, at that moment, that's the quagmire for me.
Yeah,
that's the conundrum. I'll say this, and I'll give it to sister. If y'all are believing y'all Bible, I want y'all to go back and look at Noah's story in Genesis chapter 6. And the Bible talks about how people were just carrying on their day-to-day lives while Noah's sitting over here building a boat. Yep. And they said, look at this fool.
Yep.
I'm just telling y'all, there's something very, eerie about the fact that we just carry on with our lives. It don't matter if it's 10. I'm not the person that has this problem. When COVID did hit, and we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people dying.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's biblical stuff for me.
Yep.
That's like, you can't fathom that in your mind, but you can today. And we've just gone about our business right again. I think he is trying to get y'all attention. I don't know how much y'all believe it, but we'll let y'all decide. Everybody grown. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But yeah, y'all go look at that story, man, and just see some similarities in it. Do some self-evaluating, but so I think the flood can happen and it will happen. He said he wouldn't do it again like that, but I'm just telling y'all, he's always giving the warning before the destruction.
You preaching now, brother.
Hey, man, that's all I know to do. All right, sister. Well, listen, from one flood to pool noodle.
Yeah, y'all know me. I really be minding my business, and then I get on social media, and all I see is death and dementia. Damn. Just everywhere. Everybody. I mean, speaking of dementia, I'm gonna ignore the death for a minute because that flood story was a little somber. But the Gladys, I don't know if y'all saw the video. Mama just wandering around the stage aimlessly while some lady singing her song. She hugging random people, smiling up at them like her grandbabies. That baby, that poor lady is just there. She looked like she supposed to be on a lock unit at a nursing home. Wow, and then I keep scrolling on my TikTok, and then I see Ron Isley. He talking about he got out the hospital 5 days ago. 2-3 people walking him to the chair so he can sit down, and he's singing like if he take one more deep breath, he gonna pass the hell out. He flipping. Lionel Richie's slow ass is trying to walk around and then fail multiple times, and he got to sit down and take a break and check. I want to,
You missed one, sister.
huh?
You missed one, Charlie Wilson.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
Charlie.
And Charlie he's had 2 strokes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Charlie had a
it-
horse. Charlie got a horse. Oh,
yeah,
no.
and he was at he was doing his concert, and 2 people had
Yep.
to walk him out.
Yep.
Couple,
That
this
is
was
so
a month or
sad.
2
And,
ago.
and I don't think he old and dying, but Alexander O'Neal got something going on because I was watching him
Right.
sing and he looked like he got
he's an overcoming crack. He was a crack addict.
from the thrift store. Why do y'all think, as far as the elderly ones, these families are not fighting against them about performing at this stage in their life? And do you think that they're doing it for financial gain, or this is just what they love to do? So regardless to if they think they own Mars, the family's gonna just let them do it. Ken.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they are the cash cow, probably for most of their families as well. But I also think that they love it, and that's all they've ever done their whole lives. It's kind of like an athlete that don't want to stop, that don't want to retire, and their body is telling them, you got to go sit down. I think a lot of these artists do that too because of, again, the money and the contracts that they sign. When they got into business, they didn't get screwed by these record companies. Their royalties, they don't have no publishing. So you know how they make money? Most musicians, they tour. That's how they make the majority of their money. So it's unfortunate. You know, I love to see the older artists still be out there, but I don't want to see them out there like Gladys. I don't want to see him out there like Uncle Charlie, who's one of my favorite male artists of all time. I don't want to see him out there like that. And it's unfortunate though. They got to keep working because they got screwed in them contracts from the record companies 30, 40 years ago too.
Think about that.
Yeah, and Black, I don't know if you've seen Christopher Williams lately. He looked like he was born in 1910.
Yep. He's overcame a lot. He was in a coma for a while. Yeah.
And so I don't understand it. Why do you think these people are having to still work this hard to make a dime?
My brother laid it out 100% correct. And it made me think of also a line in the movie Malcolm X, Spike Lee's movie called X, where the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as he's recruiting Malcolm, you know, and he's building these mosques, he says a line to him. He says, "You beware of them cameras. Cameras is a powerful drug. Fame is a powerful drug." When a lot of these older artists, Lady D, look at the fact that they've worked their entire careers, 30, 40 years, and some motherfucker could come along whose pants won't stay up on his ass, could barely utter 2 words, and he's worth $15 million overnight. And so there is a built-in audience for people that still want to see them perform because they are living legends and icons. Now, unlike my brother above, I can't watch them. It's the reason why I do not ever, will not ever go to an Essence festival. I prefer to remember my icons from YouTube. It's very sad to me to see the Isley Brothers, the OJs, Eddie Levert, his sons are dead, and he's propped up on a stool and a semblance of himself. To see Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills, older women who should be basking in the glory of who they are, but having to get out because there's money to be made. And people are willing to pay to see them, even though they're caricatures of themselves. And so it's a combination of things. You know, we as African Americans, like any other people, we have the most fucking disposable income and can barely pay our motherfucking bills. That we will travel around following Beyonce and the Isleys and fuck them bills, fuck that rent, this, that, the other. You know what I'm saying? So these people are out there trying to get them dollars, but it's very sad and it's a shame.
Brenton, have you seen Uncle Smokey grinding them titanium hips lately?
That's horrible.
No,
Why you think our people still working and not basking in the end of their life and bird watching and stuff I would be doing?
you know, everybody has made some great points. Listen, I want to just tell all of them, y'all need to go figure out what Earth, Wind, and Fire is doing. Go to school with that, because them jokers seem like they can't age, and they get out there and do their thing. They still touring. So again, I don't know, but I don't know celebrity. I know poverty and welfare. And what I can tell you about people in poverty and welfare, I don't care. Listen, I've seen the dumbest and ugliest men had they got a wife with kids and all that kind of stuff because they get a check. And anytime somebody get a check and somebody else can benefit from it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to hold on. And you better not touch their man. And you better not touch their woman, right? And again, it's because they're getting a check. They're getting a check every month, and so again, when they listen, you're gonna squeeze juice out of a turnip, and they're gonna keep parading it as long as them folk buying tickets. They're gonna just hold on, right? So that's the problem. So I know it's the principle that's the same, because if people will do it in poverty, well, they sure gonna do it in the celebrity, right? Celebrities talk about that all the time, about how people would take their money. I mean, even the athletes. People were stealing their money, doing all that. I mean, that's what people do. And so that's a shame, but it's worse because it's sitting in front of our eyes. And I'm telling you, like you said, Gladys looked like she get her meal, her dinner at 5:40. You know what I'm saying? Because honey,
I didn't even see it. I didn't even. Oh, Lord.
You probably don't want to watch that.
You don't
Yeah,
the great news I can give y'all to end with is I did see someone put out a statement. I think that last Gladys incident did it, where they said now she's going to enjoy time with her husband and kids and grandbabies, which is what she should have been doing. And I don't think she should be in social media just wandering around, just lost, just hugging people. And I don't know. It just makes me sad. I wish that our celebrities would make better business deals in their younger life so that they don't have to go through this in their older life. I think some people with a lot of money think that it will never end, and so they just don't handle it right. But now I'm gonna go back to minding my business, and y'all go look for y'all lost family members with dementia and shit. They run around with Pampers and shit on. Go get your demented family members and bring them in the house.
I know that's right.
Wow.
If you haven't seen the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary, the last one of the best I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
That's
do yourself a favor.
I'm about to check that out. Where's it showing on, Brother Black?
Well, I got the bogus system where I see everything.
HBO, I think.
It's supposed to be.
It's on HBO,
but I think it was on HBO.
HBO, okay. I got that, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out.
One of the best I've ever seen.
Okay.
Wow. Well, listen, if Lee Black said it, you know what I'm saying, he like what you say, you watch Queer Pop the Balloon. So
I do. That's my guilty pleasure every night.
My God, yes. More a little hard on the pleasure than it is a guilty, for sure. Shoot. Y'all can't make that man ain't shaming nothing. Still up here gloating about Harry Hines. I can't.
Yeah, and he said it on our live too. I'm like, oh boy, he didn't put out Harry Hines out there.
My
boy, here
God.
we go.
I'm telling you. Yeah, okay. Listen, y'all, who's scamming who? I found this article and I thought it was interesting. And I had a question for us, because not so much as what happened, but I got a question I want to ask y'all. It says federal agents say a 35-year-old man posed as a wealthy 49er, the football player, to scam at least 26 women out of $1.3 million through romance and investment schemes. Again, this is nothing new. But I just thought I would ask a question, because again, how could and I do know that, but who do y'all think gets scammed more out of romance situations? Do men scam women more than women scam men? Or do y'all think it's vice versa? Look at she already read. What you want to say?
Men are professional scammers.
I have to agree with Lady D on this.
So women don't. So okay, percentile wise, how are you separating the two?
I think women are more manipulative
Mm.
and men are more of the scammers.
Well, then don't that make women sorry because y'all can't hustle nobody out their money?
I hate to hurt your feelings, but
They do. They do, brother.
Well, I'm just saying, but she said, but this man did 26 women on his own.
well, no, I mean, it's a bird brain on every corner. But I'm just saying, but women are just more manipulative and know how to smooth you out of things, but it's not scamming you, you know,
Right,
but it's
right.
more manipulative.
Right.
A scam is you telling me if I give you $20 today, you giving me $400 tomorrow. That's a scam.
Right.
So then give me an example of how she's smoothing us out of our money.
Because some men want attention from women so bad just to get a moment of her attention. If he knows the only way I'm gonna get her to sit her ass next to me for more than an hour or two is I may have to, you know, chunk her a meal, chunk her some food, and she know it. She know it before you do it. So she gonna sit her ass and just post right up there and let you pay her for her attention because you know if you don't do this, she gonna go. And some men, just like women, are so desperate for this woman's attention, especially if he want to sleep with her and he thinks she might be a little out of his league. That's manipulation. That's not scamming because you got what you wanted out of it.
Wait, hold on. All you just described was a strip club. That's literally what you just described. Get a man.
No. What she described is transactional. Is what she described.
It's called tricking.
That's exactly what it is.
That's
and that's been going on since the beginning of time.
And men say it ain't tricking if you got it.
What she just described is the very thing that happened in every strip club.
No, America. You're right, but
if you think about it like that, I guess.
And that's transactional.
But that's not manipulation. That's transactional.
That is manipulation. It is.
We talked about manipulation being okay.
Most men go in the strip club thinking that stripper really like him. No, she don't.
And that's beneficial.
She don't like you. She manipulating you, player.
But that's okay. Manipulation is good as long as it's mutually beneficial.
But manipulation is never mutually beneficial.
Yes, it is. It's manipulation. No, it's not. I mean, I'm saved and sanctified and happily married, but back in the day, you could be the ugliest son of a bitch I ever laid eyes on in my life. You gonna think you walking around here looking like Denzel Washington, Billy D. Williams, and Ice-T all mixed up together because I'm sitting there talking to you, lying to your ass. And that is because I am getting something out of the deal, but it's not scamming because you are getting what you want by me pretending to
sitting and giving you in your presence. Yeah.
Let me chime in.
Yes, sir. Ladies,
I'm chiming because this is semantics for me, but I love how women are able to change the vernacular of the actions. But having said that, to answer your question, I think men, I'm gonna answer in a way that Chris Rock did some 30 years ago.
Okay.
Chris Rock said, and I agree with him then, I agree with him now. Men scam more, to answer this question, but women scams are far more insidious. A scam for a man is, and I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm a CEO at Walmart. Let me get that pussy because that's what you're looking for. We scam by telling those lies. A women's scam lie is that's your baby. So my scam is designed to get an immediate result. They play the long game. And then, Lady D, you know how you ladies scam on such a deeper level and it's truly scamming is that Chris Rock said it years ago. It's a scam when we look at y'all. Not you in particular. That ain't your real hair. Those ain't your real titties. That ain't your real ass. So the scam is in place from the moment that you won from the foot. And that's why I have a rule to put these bitches out of here by 3 o'clock, because who you lay down with at 11 o'clock, let the sun hit them bitches. That's a whole different person you waking up to all of a sudden, and it's more sophisticated now, you know, where they got their titties pushed up, you know, making it look. You get these bitches after 12 o'clock, and all of a sudden them titties fall down behind their armpits and whatnot. Their stomach is all balled up like homework and shit. them bitches lay over on the side when you go to bed at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock. They reach over and got to put their teeth in. Them, that ain't real. You scam me, bitch. I'm thinking I'm laying down with Janet Jackson. I got Freddie Jackson in the morning.
Oh my God.
And y'all scam is, yeah, I got a job. My mama stay with me. I'm helping her. Y'all scamming is, I don't need nowhere to stay. I got you. Y'all scam me. Baby, I'm gonna pay your car note next month. Don't worry about it. Just hold on. Just scam it. Just lying and scamming.
Ms. Turner said men have 2 whole houses and families tell the women they work out of town when they are going to the second. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying I said both sides do it. I just want to know who does it more than the other.
But to answer your question,
I know less scamming women than I know scamming men.
But to answer your particular question, in my opinion, I think men scam more than women.
More, but Lady D,
in this particular question,
I know more scamming women than I do men. I do.
Okay, so let me just make sure I understand. By definition, Kennedy, what is scamming?
I think scamming is you putting yourself out there to be something that you're not, i.e., you're selling me a dream, and then you're so good at it, I believe it. That's scamming.
So is it criminal?
Is it criminal? Depends on if it's financial. Yeah, it could be criminal.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So it's just cut and dry. Is scamming criminal versus
not always,
but it can be.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. Because the things y'all talking about is just hustling and manipulation and people taking advantage of folks. But I'm talking about
the story you read. But what the story you read is that's criminal.
That's what I'm saying, right? But when Devin
and I need to know more before I say it's criminal, because I'm a firm believer in see a fool bump their head.
I mean, but then again, legalities and all that will have to come
based on this story.
It have to be
based
more
on this story. The guy pretended he
was a 49er,
49er
NFL player.
Had a friend draft up videos and whatnot to make prominent women feel like they were investing. They were $multi-million athlete.
And they were investing in something.
In this day and age, if you're giving that kind of money without doing your due diligence, you deserve to be taken.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but they were basically saying that they had this investment that these women could invest in, and they had these graphics that they sent them, and they invested their money. I'm not disagreeing with you, Black. But what I'm saying is that's criminal.
It is criminal.
You perpetrating. You're a company, and
I
you're
agree.
not.
On its face, it's criminal. But if you got that kind of money to invest, you mean to tell me you never thought to get your fucking attorney?
You're right.
To say, read the. Come on now.
You're right.
That's why I feel like we were muddying the water a little bit, because again, with the babies and taking some, got somebody paying your rent, that ain't scamming. That's just what I'm saying.
That's manipulation.
Right.
It's still scamming to me.
Manipulation is a form of scamming, though.
On a lower level.
Manipulation is a form of scamming.
But at some point,
I done scammed many bitches out of that pussy, and I'm proud of it.
No, or did you manipulate them out of it?
Both together many times, and I will continue to do it.
Thank you, radio. Both.
You go do that on Harry Hines?
There it is.
Y'all think I'll never let me forget that. That was only saying that ChatGPT turned me on.
Turned me on. It should have told you how many cologne places on here.
Hey, don't be like Jed York. Don't go down there with no $140.
What's up, DJ?
Hey, what up, DJ? What's up with it?
I'm just looking.
Oh yeah, I bet you are. Mm-hmm.
All right,
mm-hmm. All right. Listen. They took over that too, so you be careful. So, all right. Well, okay. So again, at the end of the day, there are things that people cannot go to jail and go to court for, and we still look at that as scamming. But I'm thinking that if you go to jail, I mean, if you can be found guilty in a court of law, then that's scamming. Everything else is fair game in my book. So that's why I'm saying.
I don't disagree with that.
And that's what I'm saying. For me, I don't think women can scam men more than men can scam women
I
because
know a lot of men that scam. I think the most recent man that I know of for sure that scammed is he told a girl, "Hey, we're gonna move in this apartment. It's a 6-month lease. I make this amount. I can pay. I got you on half the rent, half the car notes, half the food, and then all of a sudden we pay 1 month, and then guess what? Something done come up. They ain't ever got half the bills. To me, that's scamming. That's
Yeah.
scamming.
Boy, I'll tell y'all my business, but I ain't gonna tell y'all my business. But I will say, I listen. I
You
know
a scammer.
No,
You was
no,
a
no.
scammer.
Oh no, listen. No. I'm talking about just folk around my vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Just dumb, just doing dumb things.
Right.
And it's just like, and the boy, he can't go to jail because you being stupid, and that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. And all right, I see my wife texting me now. I ain't said nobody's name. I ain't said nobody name. I don't figure to tell. Okay. So I was just saying I didn't know who y'all thought did the most scamming, but I think men hold on to their money a little tighter than women do. So again, that's for me. I think that's just where that blacks say no.
No.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think that. No,
Okay.
men don't hold on to that.
All right. Well, this is a really interesting segue to my Black Love series.
You ain't lying. Secrets and lies. Well, man.
Wow. So here's my question to you guys, because I think this is an elephant probably in most couples' rooms, right? Because again, do we determine, are these, number one, I'm gonna ask everybody, are these two words synonymous? Devin said, yeah.
Ooh, I love the question.
Do y'all
No.
think those two words are different?
I don't think they're totally different.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Well, you think Black? You think these are?
I think
different?
they're different. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, Devin. Tell me why they're different.
Well, because if there's something just irrelevant that happened at let's just say I'm at my home, my husband's not there, I do something stupid, maybe I and do something embarrassing, and so I just don't tell him because I just don't feel like it's a need to share. But it's also not affecting his life in any way because I broke something or tore up some clothes or poured bleach on my stuff, something stupid. But lies are just that. Lies can cause a problem in your life potentially.
Okay, Kenny, why? How do you explain them to be different?
I think.
I believe they both. I think they both.
I definitely agree with Lady D. They different. I think secrets don't necessarily mean that it's certain things that we ain't gonna ever tell. We talking about Black Love series. There's certain things that you probably not gonna tell your significant other. And that's something that you don't feel like that's significant enough for our marriage or relationship.
Okay,
but if
so
there's something that's a secret. Now, if there's something that happened in our relationship and it could possibly cause a problem, and you don't be truthful and honest, that's a lie. That's why I think sometimes there's certain information you don't have to volunteer. I think some things you don't do. You just,
don't volunteer information.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think it will help the relationship.
Okay, I'm hearing y'all that. That's all. Black, how do you differentiate the two?
As it relates to love, a lie to me is intentional or by omission.
Okay.
And a secret is something that you don't know. And you might not necessarily need to know if it's not related to the relationship. A secret could simply be that a good friend has told me something she don't want you to know. I personally think it's detrimental to know everything about each other. That's not healthy. I don't want to know everything, every living thing about the person I'm in a relationship with. Part of the excitement and joy for me is unpeeling those layers and getting to know you over time. I don't trust you if you vomit at the mouth when I meet you too early and tell me every goddamn thing that you think about you and everything, because that for me is suspect. So for me, lies are intentional or by admission and generally can do harm. Secrets are not necessarily harmful.
Okay, so that's where I was going next. Which one is more detrimental? So Black says a secret is less detrimental than a lie. Devin, how you feel about that?
Not necessarily. I want to make sure.
I definitely think a lie is more detrimental.
Definitely a lie is more detrimental.
Okay, so okay, but man, you got harmless lies, right? So, and I know this is kind of hard for me to ask y'all.
A lie is the show of misrepresentation or deceit. You know what I'm saying? If your secret is you pooped on yourself one day outside, I'm just thinking of a random talking about
Sure,
the
yeah.
Like if you keep that secret to yourself, even if I found out, I may be like, ew, but it's not going to affect our, our relationship and that's a friendship or a relationship. It's not going to affect anything or make a difference, me knowing. But if you lie about something, but if you told me one thing and I find out it's really something else, that's totally different.
Sure. I like where you're going with that. I hear the articulation. So if it's going to harm me if I find out.
Not even harm me. It could be just something stupid. Like you told me you went to Kentucky, but you really went to Taco Bell. Why the hell are you lying about Taco Bell? I mean, it could just be why are you lying? You just seem like a deceptive individual.
Okay. So okay. I'm gonna go ahead, Kenny, because you just said something that makes
and Lady D just said something that triggered me. To me, and this is an analogy. This is where I think where a secret and a lie can really cause friction. Mm-hmm. If I'm with my woman and I'm in the room and we're in the same room with a dude that she used to mess with,
okay,
and she see it and then she doesn't tell me that she dated this dude or they dealt with each other or whatever, and that's cool. That could be a secret. But if I see their interaction and then I'll be like, and I kind of pick up on some energy, I'm like,
I like that.
Y'all seem like y'all kind of had some sort of connection. Okay. And she said, oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't really know him like that.
So
me, that could be detrimental because you didn't lie to me, and I'm in the room with a dude that you didn't dealt with.
Okay, I like what you're saying. Y'all make my mind go. DJ, you say a secret or a lie is still a lie according to my phone.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna help you out with that, brother DJ.
Right. So okay. So watch this then, because I like what you just said. It almost sounds like intent.
Yes.
Because again, it's like, so you made a great point, like DJ just said. Because again, if I see my ex or you see your ex, but there's no interaction, there's no intent for deceit. Right. Because again, we just moving on, right. And unless that dude come up and speak, and I say, well, who is that? Well, that ain't nobody. Then does that secret then become the lie once? Because it's like you don't want to tell, because it's a secret as long as you don't, give information. But then the interaction comes,
right?
And then it's like now you're not telling me the truth.
You're not telling me the truth. Yeah.
I like that. That's really good. Okay. Black, are we seeing it the same way?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. And for me, to add to it, for me, if it's not pertinent as it relates to the relationship, I don't have to know that.
Yeah.
If your secret is I once stole money from my mama's purse.
Yep.
Why the fuck I give about?
That's right. Until you steal from me.
Now if a secret that you shouldn't keep is I used to sleep with women.
What?
And I need to know that there was a side of it because let's flip it for a second.
Oh, you talking about the woman say that?
Yeah, I'm talking about relationship.
You're talking about the relationship.
That wasn't clear.
As relationship.
Hey, me too. You see me? I'm like,
as it pertains to, because I want to flip it for a second.
Yes, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Because we tend to look at lesbianism different than homosexuality, which 100%. They're both.
We do.
So let's flip it for a second.
Yep.
How if my secret was, well, in my college days, I did have some homosexual experiences. Well, that I feel like she needs to know.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm not
what I'm saying?
I'm not playing devil advocate.
That's pertinent to you dealing with me now that a dick has been in my throat and ass. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now me telling you that when I was younger, I once stole a car when I was 16. If I don't ever tell you that,
that's really good. Relationship. So okay. Lastly, man, this is really making me my mind go. So then, are secrets subjective, Devin?
What do you mean subjective?
Sure. So
Yes.
okay,
The answer is yes.
okay. Lisa
Because,
says yes.
because that's where you have to know your person.
Mm.
DJ made that point right there. For him,
Mm-hmm.
his wife is, I will know everything.
Right.
Secret or a lie, whatever you
I
want to
wanna know it
classify
all.
it is.
Yeah.
So anything that gets and I hope he's joking here, but maybe for them, anything that
Jimmy J.
feel that's new, that there are some people that anything that new that comes up, you didn't tell me that. Why am I only now hearing that?
And that's
so it is very subjective.
And that's okay. So right. So that's what I mean, Devin. So it's the person who has the information, whether or not they believe it's pertinent or not. So I'm saying, yeah, go ahead.
Yes and no, but kind of the point. What one of the things that you said is it can be subjective to the person who has the info, but I guess there's a thin line between some secrets versus like a lie. Like if you went to your holiday party at work without me and you slept with somebody, that's a secret, but
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you, when you was 10, peed in the bed and cleaned it up before your mama woke up and find out about it, like that means nothing to me. Like, you know,
right.
Whether I know or I don't know. So it just depends. If it starts to feel and look like deceit for me, that's when it's a problem.
That's good. So again, right. So that's really interesting. So you can't, I cannot determine what is a secret for you versus what you can't determine for me. And so that's why we kind of got to be upfront and just know, and then ready to be honest when situations arise. Why you giggling, Kenny?
Because you said the word honest. I mean, that's the question to this scenario.
Yes.
Should you truly be honest about everything with your partner?
And I don't think that's a fact, because again, and this again, we beat this horse again about, right? Yeah, baby, that dress look good on you. Of course, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? But it's harmless, right? Again, well, depending on what it looked like.
Right.
I had a situation where I have a homegirl I used to mess with, who's just a friend, gave me a discount on plane tickets. Hey, let me holler at her. I need a ticket. I wasn't
see so in that scenario for DJ, I wouldn't have mentioned it to my fiance either. I mean, like, it's not that important.
You should have hell better tell me some bullshit like that. You've been done wasting 2 plane tickets effing around with me thinking you gonna get a discount from a bitch you done been in. You gotta be effed up.
That's where the subjective part comes in.
That's right.
Because you need to know. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, Lady D, to flip that. If that same scenario DJ just said, if it was you and your ex gave you a discount on tickets with you and your dude, would you tell your dude?
I before I accepted the discount, I would jokingly say, how such and such know we going to, they gave us the discount or whatever.
No. Don't tiptoe through the tulips. Would you tell your
that's my
dude?
way of getting a reaction out of him to see if it would make him angry, or he'd be like, F him, take it, use his shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out how, you got to know your person to know how.
That's the point I was making.
My person gonna have my reaction. You know,
that's why I said you have to know your person. If you're dealing with me, and you don't even have to know from me, baby. If you see a fool bump his head, if a nigga is feeling you and you can get I'm gonna be mad if you didn't get that goddamn ticket from me.
Wow. See, that's why it's subjective, right? Hold on, I gotta read mother's my baby's stuff. Yeah. I don't need to know everything, and that's good. However, it should not be detrimental where it hurts.
I totally agree.
Okay.
Lady, the other lady too.
From hoes. That's detrimental.
Wait, okay. So this is what I'm going to say, because I'm hearing this, and this is a very good Black Love series. I hear compatibility, because again, if you dating somebody, and I'm not saying, I ain't talking about nobody, I'm just saying, just hypothetically, if you're dating somebody that's insecure, then their subjectivity to secrets versus lies ain't gonna be the same as yours. So that's really interesting because again, you better know your person. And where if you got somebody that's real sensitive, because see, I'm gonna tell you something we got around
I
here.
want to change one part. It's not always that they're insecure. It's that you need to know your person to know what's important to them.
Sure.
True.
And I was just saying hypothetically, because there's so many angles I could take from this. And ultimately what I'm saying is that you, like, for instance, in my house, we got a running joke with my kids. Like, if we see somebody getting their feelings, we smell sensitivity. And so again, so we being tongue in cheek about that because it's like, get out your feelings. But again, you got to know your partner. And if you know like for me, my wife know me, she can't really make me jealous about fooling with no dude because I know that ain't who she is. You know what I'm saying? So again, I understand that. Now for me, she always, referred to me as you overly friendly. I don't even know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But
I get that. I get that.
You done.
I get that.
So again, I'm just saying, I
always grinning and shit, ain't you? That's what you doing.
You know
what? I get that.
Well, you know
what are you supposed to do? Frown?
Right. But this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's the compatibility, and man, there's a lot of conforming. So that's why it's so important, man. We got to start rushing into these relationships, man, because there's so many dynamics that people just not aware of when it comes to dealing with other people. You better know, man, if your girl or your man, they real sensitive and they take things to level 10 for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, y'all got, anyway, great point. Knowing your partner can limit what you tell them. Right. And again, at that point, is it a secret or a lie? Again, as my wife said, is it going to be detrimental, right, to the relationship? So y'all better be smart out there, man, and stop just messing around. This is good. I had some more things, but I think I'm gonna leave it right there because that would come to a great point. So that's good. So secrets versus lies. Lies are more detrimental, but secrets turn into lies when it's the intent. Or the when deception begins to creep in,
and it can do harm to the relationship.
Intro to the Tubi movie. Okay.
I'm telling you, the only one today, ain't you? I hear you. Okay, no problem. I'll take mine. No, because I come.
Did you hear in Black? Because secrets.
Right.
Lies turn to big.
Right.
It's a stage play.
Okay, no problem. So it's all good. What you say, DJ? It's all lies.
It's all lies. According to some.
Yeah. So if your girl think you always lying, you might well go and get you another girl because you ain't gonna never tell the truth in her eyes. That's because secrets and lies in the eyes of the beholder, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, great conversation, man. That was really good. Thank you. And I don't have enough of you for all that food stuff. You cut that out. All right, sir. Lee Black wants to talk to y'all for a minute about the elevator is broke. You've been to my job.
The elevator is broke. And this is for my people. So for those of you watching, this is for us. Wednesday, like I said, I took off yesterday. I was dealing with little health issues. Wednesday, my company had a town hall meeting. And it was a meeting to give us the health of our company, the state of affairs, as we're closing out our third quarter and heading towards the end of the year, where we're at. So all the high-level executives delivered, a full comprehensive look at the company. I won't name my company. And they're ecstatic. We're doing fantastic, And they talked about how things are going in Australia and abroad and here, this, that, and the other. And the kiki and kaka and the giggling, these people don't have a care in the world. And I'm sitting there off camera, mind you, and I'm thinking about the line from New Jack City from Nino Brown, where he says, they're running a strange program out here, people. We got to rob from the rich to get to the poor. Because I'm wondering, sitting there, one of the chocolate chips sprinkled amidst all of this ice cream, maybe we're not living in the same world. And so as I follow the news media and I'm getting these spam calls and regular calls as we're ramping up the activity as we march towards the midterm elections. The big buzzword is affordability. You know, how are you feeling individually, my friends? You know, as we march towards the elections, you favoring Democrats, Republicans, Independent? Who do you trust? You know, well, I don't want you to look at it from a broad perspective. Forget the macroeconomic version of it. We're going to do microeconomic. Let's examine our own individual economic situation. You own your home? Are you in a position to buy a home? Can you afford a new car in 2026, 2027? What's your bank account look like, folks? If you was to lose your job next week, you have enough sustainable income to maintain? You have enough education to guide you through all of the challenges that we're about to face? We talked about AI. It's not coming, folks. It's here. And regardless of who's in office, whether he stays there, dies, or whatever, where are we positioned to be in the next 3 to 5 years? Pause. Think about that. And who do we blame for the situation we're in right now? It's easy to blame Trump. He's sitting at the head of the table. His economic policies, the systemic racism that's been in place and holding us back for over 400 years. We blame that. Is it even worth saying that we can climb out of this mess? Because if we're over 400 years behind and we always going to be behind, does it even really matter, folks? Well, let me give you a little food for thought. I want all of us to recognize the buying power of Black Americans in the United States of America. Do you know that annually we generate $2.1 trillion annually that we contribute to America's economy? 2.1 trillion with a T. And that impacts every major sector that you can think of: housing, auto, apparel, beauty, retail, restaurants, travel, telecommunications, education, health, financial services, entertainment. I said earlier in the show, for us to be so-called broke people, we got more disposable income than just any other demographic on the face of the earth. We go see every movie. We have when a new car come out, Deion Sanders got sneakers. We gonna get them. The rims gonna be spinning. We gonna make sure we look good from hair to purses to whatever. We got disposable income. So, folks, if we're generating $2.1 trillion annually, why has this much economic power not translated to generational wealth? Why has Asians and Latinos superseded us when it comes to generational wealth? And oh, by the way, folks, Indians, Africans, and Jamaicans, they on our ass. They coming. What are we doing wrong? The answer is this: spending power does not equal sustainable wealth. Yeah, there are gaps. There are things that are against us, no doubt about it. There's an income gap. If you look at the median income for white, Latino, Asian, we're 44,000. They doubling us, folks. Home ownership. We can't afford houses. That's why our kids are living at home longer now than ever before. Even though, do you know Black people make up the largest majority of business entrepreneurs? And yet we pale in comparison when it comes to actual business ownership. Accumulated wealth, don't even get me started there. We are not even in the race, folks. Is any of this fair? Of course it's not. But fair is a place where they judge pigs. We live in the real world. So before we start blaming the Koreans, the Asians, Africans, Jamaicans, Latinos, let's take a look at ourselves. Because what are we going to blame them for? That some of them work 16 hours a day. They carpool and save their money. They maintain their family units. They save their money. And they loan to each other. While we flip, flop, flodge, because we're more concerned with individual statuses. And that's true for the regular folks all the way up the ladders to our multimillionaires. We're very big on making sure we know how much we paid $2.6 million for this house, how many cars we own, things of that nature. But collectively, folks, we don't work together. So the truth is that it's not that Black people are poor, it's that we behave poorly. We need to teach our dollars some sense. We need to spend the largest portion of our dollars in our own communities the same way that every other ethnic and racial group does. I was going to buy a phone here a few weeks ago. And right here in this area of Addison, all the stores around here are Latino. And every store I went in, they tried to fuck me. Because the moment I walked in the door, I'm a big Black man. So I traveled 30 minutes away before I found my bros to talk to me about how to really gank the system and give me everything that I needed to buy that phone and get it hooked up and come out with the least amount of money in my pocket. Because it's not an accident that right in this vicinity, 75240, that they own all the stores, this, that, and they're going to take care of each other. But the same can be said of Koreans, Jamaicans, Africans. Look in your community. Don't take my word for it. They take care of their own. Folks, 2026 is the new Jim era. And so whether we want to admit it or not,
Jim Crow era?
Jim Crow era.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with the Jim Crow era, some mere 50 years ago, we didn't own shit. They made sure we didn't have shit. They made sure that we weren't recognized. And think about the old adages and the rules that applied in the South. They kept and held us down from owning homes, land, property. And it's happening all over again. Prop 25, DEI policies, all of the things that they're removing and making sure that we are held back. Oh, big business is in on it too. The rollback of DEI is not just happening at the government level, Target. And then you got sellouts like Jay-Z who are partnering with the very people who are holding us back. All of these things are against us, people. And so what I want us to recognize is nobody's coming to save us. We got to save ourselves, people. The elevator is broke. We got to take the stairs. That means making some hard decisions in our own economic lives about how we are going to move forward, because waiting on Hakeem Jeffries and those sons of bitches who are already, before it even started, the fix is in. My brother up there said it earlier. Meeting with Kushner, even though he don't even belong to the administration, the fix is in. And if you are putting all of your eggs in that basket, hoping that they're going to do right by you, you're going to find yourself locked out of that so-called American dream. Folks, the elevator is broke. We got to take the stairs. History teaches us that those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. So I'm going to take you back as I close, on December 1st, 1955, when Rosa Parks refused to surrender her seat on a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama. When she sat down, we collectively stood up all over America with a new, brightened sense of consciousness. Folks, we've lost something here. When we're distracted by the fuckery and foolishness of bonnets and sloppy jeans and all the other fuckery and foolishness, it's time to come back together and have that same sense of consciousness. 2026 is the new Jim Crow. And I don't care whether it's Target, Jay-Z, Trump, DEI, the white man, and you can list a whole litany of other shit that you want to think about. Nobody's coming to save us. What we learned on December 1st, 1955 is that there was always plenty of room on the bus. We just had to get up and move. And that's what I'm asking you to do now.
Thank you, preacher. Appreciate it. We all stand now for the benediction and pass the collection plate around. Nah, man, good stuff, man. Miss Tori, I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't happening. And the best way for you to deal with data centers is go invest in them in your stock market, because yeah, that's coming.
DJ, I'll see your statement, but as long as we have corporate sell-offs like Jay-Z and we follow the person and not look at the principle, we are our own worst enemy. Do you know that just this week alone, Target had to repeal a costume that it was planning to release for Halloween?
Yeah.
That was as jigaboo as can be. And all they said was, we made a mistake. Until we recognize that they are not for us. They are not for us. And we have to make some conscious decisions about where we spend our dollars. I'm not worried. Those people I saw in that meeting who don't have a care in the world, it's not that I'm sitting up here bawling and shit like that. But the reality is I don't wear designer clothes. And ain't nothing wrong with that kind of shit to reward yourself for some here and there. But my thing is, why the fuck am I making somebody else rich when I don't play basketball? You know, my thing is, I want to make sure that I'm prepared for what's coming down the pike, because I don't expect the Democrats, the Republicans, we have no black leaders coming. We got to save our damn selves. And I live so close to the ground that I don't have that far to fall.
All right, James Brown, put his cape on now. Let him out. Let him go now. Let him go. Come on,
the big payback.
That's it. Let's let James get on out of here. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Listen, fantastic, wonderful show. I appreciate all y'all. Man, we did some big boy and big girl work today on this stuff, man. That's some good stuff, man. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It is final thoughts time, and if y'all don't know, now you know. Kenny, you can go.
I can go. Y'all know what I'll do. I got to give a shout out to the viewers. DJ, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Don't be a stranger. Glad you popped in.
Yeah, we been trying to make an excuse for that girl you got.
Right. I know little Kobe probably keep him busy too. His little son, little handsome Kobe. I know he's busy. Yeah. Lady T, as always, we appreciate the support. Demi J popped in, who we hadn't seen in a minute. Yeah. CC, love you to death. Thank you for popping in. Sherry, we saw you, popped in too as well. So we want to give you all the love. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. That is TFG Tonight. Share this to all your social media platforms as well. Mine's going to be short and sweet, man, because today is a national holiday for your boy, my only grandson, Honest Kwawi Mitchell. Turned 1 year old today.
All right.
Happy birthday. Happy
birthday. That is my dude. That is my right-hand man. He got his hair cut, got his first haircut. He looking clean. Depper there. I'll post some pictures tomorrow because he gonna get birthday cake wasted tomorrow. It's going down his birthday. So that's my final thoughts. Wishing my grandson, my only grandson. I can't leave my granddaughter out too. Her birthday was 2 weeks ago. So both my grandchildren born days are 2 weeks apart in August. So, but Honest Kwawi, you know your pop got you, man. It's going down tomorrow. We getting birthday cake wasted and barbecue wasted and all that good stuff on tomorrow. So those are my final thoughts.
That's it. Oh, well, thank you, TJ. I know you do, man, but it's almost way more fun when you're here, man. So
I know, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We miss you, brother.
That's it. Well, listen, Kenny, I'll tell your grandson, man, I'm gonna have you send him $50 for me.
I had me send him $50. Okay.
There you go. I got you. There you go. So, young man, just wait for that $50 coming from your granddad on my behalf. Thank you so much.
I got you. That's what's
all right, sister. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. All I want to just give is a public service announcement. You did a segment about the show about how many dudes be scamming all these women with they busted asses. So I want to say, women in 2026, if you are still being scammed, that's your damn fault. Because there ain't a place you can go, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, that don't teach you how not to get scammed by these damn dudes. What y'all need to do is what they said earlier, which is Brenton was talking, Brenton, and whatever talking about Harry Hines, but Brenton was also talking about prostitution Anyway,
I
so
said
y'all need to
strippers.
make it
That's not
transactional and tell the dude, I want you to sleep with me for $100. So maybe you won't get scammed out of 5,000 or 10,000 or 50. Because if you get scammed today, I'm gonna say that's your damn fault. You just a dumbass and you deserve it because you should know better. Y'all be blessed.
No,
And that's coming from the uppity Lady D.
Right, uppity.
She
I'ma
uppity.
I'm gonna just tell y'all one
you.
thing right now. Y'all better not be asking for no $100, especially if you got menopause. I don't matter. You know that thing. Gonna be... Okay, yeah. So yeah. See, yeah. Now see. She can throw them, but I can't. Huh? Okay, I'm just checking. Just make sure. Yeah. So now, if you don't ask for no $100, then we're gonna have our money back because we know. Thank you. All right, sir.
I want to end my final thoughts is we lost a legend and an icon this week, and it wasn't one of our own.
It's Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. And my brother from another above, he always talks about that dash. You know, the day you're born, and you have the day you die, and what you do in between is that dash. And that was so appropriate because today, one of my colleagues died unexpectedly, and I talked about this in a meeting today about, makes you think of your mortality. But as it pertains to Dolly Parton and doing research, what was remarkable to me about her talent is what it is, whether you're a fan of country music or not, she's talented, she did a lot. But what was remarkable to me about Dolly Parton is lived to be 80 years old and never really was embroiled in any type of scandals.
Was not.
Now, while she didn't openly march or anything like that, she did a lot of good in her life. A lot of the things that she contributed to, dedicated, and she believed in was for the betterment of all people. Yeah. She's one of those people that, from what I can see from afar, she had a legitimate good spirit in terms of how she viewed humanity. And that's remarkable for someone to be born, bred, and raised completely in the South.
In Tennessee, to be exact.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I lived in Tennessee for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so while Memphis may be black, unless you really travel through Tennessee, you won't know. They something special there. They like the dumbasses in Arkansas and Mississippi.
You're right.
So
especially in them hills.
So the fact that a white woman made sure throughout the course of her life to show that level of humanity to artists that didn't look like her, to partner, to make sure that Whitney Houston's song shined more than her own, and there was no petty animosity. I want to shout out her. We all for the bros, but sometimes we're not racist on this show. Dolly Parton was a brilliant light in this world, and she deserves her shine, and she will be missed because she did leave an indelible mark. And so Dolly Parton, I fucks with her.
And she was a Capricorn, by the way.
Oh,
okay.
January 19th. My boy. Yeah, so there you go.
All right. Shout out to Miss Tori for advocating for these.
Dang, Lady T, wait a minute. Is she the media marketer for prostitutes or something?
I'm just cheating.
Is she the marketing manager? Oh,
hey, Mama Pudding, how you doing?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
I apologize.
Mom got a born day coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Brother
September 19th, my mom will hit 91.
Oh,
what's up, man? 19th and 91. That's all right. Look at that. Flip that number. DJ.
She did, DJ.
Yes, sir. Yeah, she could get it.
Oh my God.
You know what? That just spoiled your whole segment.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna say this. You right, because again, here's a little fun fact. She bought a house somewhere was she from, and she put a sign out that said, "This is the house that Whitney built."
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
For her singing that song.
Right.
She said, this is the house that Whitney built.
Because she got royalties off of that.
Oh my goodness, man. And
big time.
The Bodyguard,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dolly wouldn't have had to write another song, but so she did.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. So That's a little fun fact. Whitney built that house for. She said she want everybody to know it. All right, y'all. I got a quick question for you. Mama, we got to call you about Harry Hines because
no, Mama don't need no more hat.
Yes, she do.
Because
if he get caught up in Harry Hines, we're gonna have to let her know. She's gonna have to go get him. Because ain't nobody else gonna lose there. Yeah, so we'll have a little group chat, Mama. We'll talk to you about that so y'all know what's up. What you say, DJ? He said, "Oh, that was Dolly song."
Yeah. She wrote that. Yeah, she originally performed it. Yeah.
Okay, y'all. I got a quick question for you. Is being the center of attention a problem?
For who?
Yeah, like
for me individually or for just people I'm
okay, yeah. Do you like it or do you have a
problem? No, I'm cool. No, I don't like to be the center of attention. Me personally.
Okay, Black, I don't know if
not a problem, but I prefer not to be the center of attention.
Interesting. Sister, I know you kind of keeping the cut, but do you have a problem when you see people trying to be the center of attention?
I don't mind. It allows me to fade in the background.
Okay. Well, I want y'all to take a look at this for me, and let's see if we can't get some articulation in this moment. Then, center of attention.
Well, he planted his face right in that damn floor. That's for sure.
Wow.
And he took his little ass on right back up in there and got line.
Walk away. Yeah.
He was trying to do too much. Yep.
Well, again, I guess this is subjective because I think, I guess it is or it's not a problem being a center of attention until you make a fool of yourself.
Right. Exactly. Right.
You know what I mean? But you should have knew if you was gonna land there or not, boy. You know better now. You doing that dumb stuff. She said Dolly was a smart. She owns her own.
Brilliant businesswoman.
Yeah, very brilliant. Yeah, she definitely was. Yeah,
bro. That's it.
Yeah, that was trying too hard, DJ. Yeah.
So again, man, y'all don't try to be the center of attention, y'all, because again, if you make a fool of yourself, that means everybody's watching. So again, if you something happened, it's it's quiet. It's quiet back there. So then
and now in this internet, you a meme. You do that, you're gonna become a meme real quick.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we have amended our schedule that we will be on next week. We will miss our sister because she's gonna be busy. But the fellas will be here. We got a surprise for y'all. Maybe it's an 80% chance, but we may have a surprise for y'all.
Yeah, as long as our brother don't get caught up on Harry Hines and $40.
You know what? Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Durant for making $60 million on a $250,000 investment too, man.
Woo.
That's
shout out to you, KD. You still ain't the GOAT, KD, but I like you.
Yeah,
you'll never be the GOAT, but you the GOAT with that. You the GOAT with that investment, though.
Man,
you go with that.
He ain't never make that in one season, but for sure. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. All right, hey, come on, join us, DJ again next week, man. So stop getting them airline tickets. All right. So listen, y'all. That's Devin. That's Kenny, and that's Lee Black, and we'll see y'all in 7 days. We out of here. Peace.